all about. We the girls with the passion for fashion. We'll always be there for each other. Down and how we feel. Talk about best friends. Together we can do anything. Gotta plan a dream, take a chance and believe we can real. With the prize.
Hello, my fairytale queens, and welcome back to Loud Pop Beauty. And today, before you say anything, this video may be posted a few days later because at the time of recording this, it is June the 1st. Happy Pride Month. But this video should be posted the 2nd or the 3rd, so forgive me if I'm a little late. I'm working on a few other videos. But today, Mattel dropped a bombshell on us by releasing the full promotional stock images of the new Monster High Skullector Dracula doll. I've already made a video on this, and you guys know how I feel about the doll. Once again, to sum up that video, the doll, well, most of the Skullector dolls in general, except for Lydia. Lydia, to get her, I had to get the Beetlejuice pack in order to get her, and the Gremlins doll. But other than Lydia and the Gremlins doll, I haven't been interested in the other Skullector dolls. Pennywise, the Grady twins, Beetlejuice. I feel like there's one I'm missing, but I'll probably remember by the end of the video. But to sum up, I'm not really interested in this Dracula doll. I mean, the doll is a lot prettier than I initially expected, so that's an understatement. But, you know, once again, this is all fully my opinion, and you guys don't have to agree with me. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive in. And here she is, the Monster High Skullector Dracula doll. And before we go into detail, can I just say, I wasn't expecting her to look like this. I mean, the other pictures we saw of her, they were just the back and a teaser of the doll from an old Instagram post a long time ago. But now we finally see the stock photos. I'm not in love with her, but I definitely like her a lot more. I don't despise her because you guys know I still love Lydia and the Gremlins doll. I don't have them, but I'll probably get them sooner or later. But I would definitely rank this Dracula doll out of all the Skullector dolls so far, the last 2-3 years. Definitely put her in 4th or 3rd place. She definitely is pretty. This Skullector Dracula doll is inspired by the 1930s movie, or it was a book. It was either one of those two. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she was definitely inspired by both of them. That's why she has some kind of simplistic look to her, old vintage look. She's got the candle, the whole material, suit and material. This is what Beetlejuice outfit was missing. As you guys remember from my Beetlejuice video about a year or two ago, we all saw her stitchings were all messed up and chachi. It looked really chachi and weird, but here it feels like they put a lot more effort in her suit and her cape. I love the spider print. It definitely goes with her box because her box is spider print, just like all the Skullector dolls. It has a doll. They don't make official artwork for them, which is a little disappointing, but we got fan art to do that. On the back of the background is a big spider web and an old vintage haunted house aesthetic. I don't really know. It says Monster Skullector at the bottom. At least I think it's what it said. I can't zoom in at the moment because I have to stop recording to zoom in. But I think that's what it says, Monsters at the bottom. But on the top of the spider web, you can see it says, I'm Dracula, I bid your welcome. But overall, I really do like this doll. I still think Lydia and the Gremlins is not better than her because those two were just outstanding Skullector dolls. Probably my favorite Monster High Skullector/collector dolls for the whole entire year. But this Dracula doll is definitely better than I anticipated, and she's definitely going on 4th or 3rd for my favorite Skullector dolls. And here we're moving into some close-up images of what her face and her accessories and outfit looks like. Can I just say, I love that she came with a bat crown. It looks so beautiful. I mean, just come on, this bat, so much detail went into this doll. I don't think out of all the collector dolls are super detailed and high quality for adult collectors, as they say it's an adult collector, but no one really cares. Everybody buys them. But I appreciate Mattel getting back into the habit of getting detail into Monster High dolls. Hopefully the Playline Monster High dolls will have some detail to them because no news on Monster High besides this. So I'm happy to see that Monster High and Mattel hasn't lost their edge for accessories. And also, can we talk about her face? Out of all the Skullector dolls, she has the best face, honestly. I mean, I know I said the Gremlins doll, Greta, and Lydia couldn't outdo her, but her face, it has that blood-sucking vampire feeling to it. I mean, come on. Nevertheless, I still think this doll should have been a guy, you know, just because Monster High needs some more guy characters. And come on, I'm not the only person who probably thought Monster High shouldn't have had one Skullector guy or man character. You know what I mean. But I digress. Her face and her crown are gorgeous. She's definitely beautiful. And I'm definitely happy I changed my opinion about her, because if I just kept my opinion, I would never even made this video in the first place. But overall, her face and just everything about her is just, they did her right. And here we have my second close-up of what she looks like. My second favorite accessory besides the crown is her shoes. Holy everything, her shoes look amazing. Like, this is the kind of detail that Monster High always had and loved, and this is what the quality and detail all of our doll collectors like us have been expecting, especially because Mattel hasn't been showing the best of quality in most of their past dolls. Barbie color reveal was a terrible idea, Mattel. Still ranting about that. But overall, just these shoes are beautiful. It literally has a coffin in it. I mean, name how many doll brands and companies can do this. I mean, MGA could probably do it. I'm not trying to compare the two brands. Both are equally great, even though they have a number of lawsuits and history with brats and all that other junk. I'm just saying these shoes are fire, and Mattel, keep it up, because this is good. And sadly, we're moving on to the last and final pictures of her. Just feature her in her box and her description and synopsis on her box, which we will read later. But can I just say, the box is just amazing. One thing I always loved about the Skullector dolls is that they have such a unique, cool background. I still wish they gave the doll's artwork instead of featuring the doll on there, because it feels kind of cheap and boring. But other than that, I love the Haunted Mansion aesthetic, like the 80s, 30s haunted movie aesthetic when everything was just black and white. It definitely fits the doll and the gender of them when the movie came out, because the movie came out, I think, around the 1930s. This doll is based off of the movie or the book. But yeah, I'm happy that Mattel took every aspect from that movie and just incorporated it to make this amazing doll. I mean, I feel kind of bad calling her bland and boring. I mean, we just saw a picture of her, and you know, most of my opinions has changed. Like, what's an example? Like, the Rainbow High Coco doll, Coco Vanderbilt. When I saw her, I said she was boring because I didn't like her outfits. Right now, I'm in love with her. She's like my second favorite. I don't know. After seeing her in the animation, she just, chef kiss, she's beautiful. But my point is, I often have different appeals on dolls, like this doll. I called her bland and boring in one of my recent videos talking about her, but now I'm calling her gorgeous and fabulous. But as of right now, this video should be posted on January the 3rd or the 2nd, and I'm filming all of this on January the 1st. So again, this doll at the moment should be sold on Mattel Creations for a whopping $65. I expected it to be $60, but the extra $5 seemed a little unnecessary, but who cares? And here we have the front part of what Dracula's box looked like. And once again, I don't understand why Mattel can't hire an artist. I mean, clearly they got some money, and they clearly have some talented artists on the team, probably. They make all the Barbie art. I just don't understand. Why can't they make the Monster High Skullector dolls have artwork instead of the doll featured on there? But I'm not complaining. Everything else about the doll is gorgeous. And now it's time to read the synopsis and the back of her box. I am Dracula. I bid you welcome. I hope that you find the carriage ride comfortable. The driver can be a bit batty. I trust that you keep coming here a secret. Excellent, excellent. Oh, my cape, this old thing, paired with these spooky stilettos. The whole look is absolutely to die for. Don't you agree? Please excuse the mess. I think you'll find this part of my castle much more inviting for having a bite or two. Oh, listen to the children of the night. What music they make for us, for our special guests. Allow me to pour you a glass of wine. Oh, I never drink wine. You could say I prefer a different kind of vein. I mean vine. Now drink. I would hate for my meal. Forgive me, your meal to grow cold. Before you say anything, yes, I know my reading sucks. I'm not comfortable reading out loud to things. I mean, I know how to read. It's just, I stutter sometimes, so I don't like reading out loud. I can read, I don't like, it makes me feel uncomfortable reading out loud. But for you guys, I'll do anything, and I read it the best that I can. So I guess that's all what the back of Dracula's box says. So yeah, overall, those are my opinions about the Skullector Dracula doll. This is a universal doll, so I think that Mattel did confirm on their Instagram. You can't quote me on that. I'm just saying from what my friend told me, because she's also in the doll community. Well, kinda, sorta. She has a few dolls. I don't think she's really in the community. She likes gacha and anime and all that other stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that I think she heard somewhere that she told me that Monster High is starting to do like, or Mattel is starting to like make the Universal monsters. On the bottom of the box, it said Universal Monsters. So forgive me for what I was saying earlier. But yeah, I am excited for this doll to come out for $65. That's not a bad price. It is better than the Shadow High dolls because they were charging too much for those dolls. But I digress. This Skullector doll was definitely amazing. It's definitely not on par. You know what? Scratch it. Yeah, it was definitely good. One of my favorites. Once again, this has all been my opinion, and I would love to hear yours down in the comments. So without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.